What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. So today what we're doing is finishing up wiring these lights here. So what I did here right now is it's just hooked up straight to the light right there. So when you turn the reverse lights on, they will turn on. But right now we're having a little trouble because it keeps blowing the fuse, but it's because we have a bad ground right here. So I gotta clean up the ground spot right here. But let's go inside the house and I'll explain the whole wiring I have for this thing here. Alright guys, so here's the wiring. So let me explain this a little bit. So this switch, I already have this all wired in. This is the light bar for the top of the truck. And I just added in this switch here, which is going to be for turning on the reverse lights manually without having the reverse lights already on. So the way this works is this will go to a 12-volt source. Could be a battery, but you can put them into any fuse that has constant current going to it, which I'll show you that when we get to that point. So the current will flow down here, go to the switch. When the switch is on, there you go. When the switch turns on, it'll go down to this green wire here, which comes over to this relay, which turns on here 85 to 86, which I think green's 85 if I'm not mistaken. Maybe 86, doesn't really matter. But it goes to 85 or 86, and then it goes to... Alright, so it goes to 85 and then travels to 86, which 86 is the ground here, so this just gets put on the truck body, just to ground. And what that does is it opens up this, the relay right here. So there's a little gate here. It will turn it on, it'll push it over to this contact, which then it goes, then the electricity will flow from the battery, which is this is what we call it. I think this is positive here. It's black, but they don't know why. The kit came with it like this, but the black is positive here. So what it does, it flows through here, goes up into here, goes from 30. When this touches this connector here, it goes from 30 to 87, which 87 is this white wire here, comes down, comes over to here, and I got these, I'm gonna have two of these wires going off into the two different LED lights. So if you want more, if you want to see the wiring more, I did a little bit more custom on this. Not really, but yeah. So the only thing I want to add is for the reverse lights to turn on. When the reverse lights turn on, I'm going to have to splice a wire onto this wire here, so from the reverse lights. So when the reverse lights turn on, it'll go to this wire and flow up and around, turn the coil on, and do the whole thing. Now, if you want to do this yourself, I'm going to give you a diagram right here. Here's a diagram. You just follow this diagram, just follow from the battery and all that stuff, and then blah blah, you can do it yourself here. Alright, some tools you probably need is wire cutters here, always handy. If you're going to solder, then you're going to need solder here. You're going to need some solder. And then the other thing you need is your solder iron. I have a stand here. I also have a little sponge to wipe off the excess solder, which is always a good idea to do. And for those of you who do not know how to solder or don't want to solder, what you're going to need is connectors like these ones right here. Oh, let me get it out here. Connectors like this. There's many different sizes of these things. Let's see. You need crimpers to crimp. If you're going to crimp, you gotta crimp these things down. And also wire splicers, which this is a wire splicer too. Or I also have this. That's like it's a wire splicer and a wire cutter. What you do with this, you put the wire right between here. You close it and you pull it, and it pulls off the insulation to it. Alright, so first things first is you gotta find a place for your relay. So what I'm doing, I'm putting the relay right here. Actually, I don't think I can. I can. I just gotta find a bolt to hold it there. But that's where I'm gonna put the relay here. So I choose my position. I chose this because there's a ground right here I can connect to. So I'm gonna have this wire come here, loop around like this, and connect to here. And then this wire, I'm gonna have it directly connect to the battery where that one's at. Actually, what I may even do, I may just even splice this wire into that wire, just so there's less wire cutting and all that. So, like I said, I'll be changing the relay location to here eventually, but for right now, it's gonna sit out here until I can find a screw for this, or a bolt, nut, whatever you wanna call it. So what we have going on here is that we have the black wire, which is the positive, going to the battery. We have the white wire, which is the wire that goes to the wires to the back of the truck. So I have that going down here, going down to there, which comes out over here, and she falls down to there. One thing I gotta do is I got to change this wire up a little bit so that I can wire it to go to here. So with this wire here, I got to cut the end off, give it a bigger end to go onto here, and then also make it long enough to go to here, which actually I may just change the whole connector in general. All right, so my solder iron is heating up right now. I got my solder, I got my little sponge here, I got all these guys here. So let's go back into the truck here and let's look at the switch thing. So this is our positive, our constant 12-volt wire. So we need to have him either go to the battery, or we're gonna put him in the fuse. All right, so when I say I put it in the fuse, I probably do this inside the truck, but it's just easier to show it right here. You take a fuse out and you strip this long enough to put inside with the fuse, and then you put the fuse right on top of it. So you push it right through with the fuse, which I'll show you when we actually put it in. But that's basically what you kind of end up with. And for the green wire here, the green wire is just going to go through the dash. I think the yellow wire right there is the one that I have going to doing what this one's going to be doing, which is going to the relay. This green wire here, what this is going to do, it's going to go through here, come around down here, come up, go out that way, and go right to the relay. And this is what's going to turn the relay on and off, to turn the lights on and off. Guys, so far I've gotten this hooked up to here. Right now, actually, I'm about to solder this guy here. So what I'm doing right now is I'm gonna solder this guy here. Now the secret to soldering is make sure you have a nice tight connection on this. I forget what they call this kind of splicing. But what you do, you get solder on the solder iron, and you're supposed to be able to put this on the wire like this, and you're supposed to let the solder melt onto the copper wire, just like that. And now you got a perfect solder joint where it won't come apart. All right, real quick before I continue on with the rest of the stuff I'm doing here. So when you want to put one of these crimper things on, all you have to do is just take your strippers here. You make it look like that. You only need a little stub. And then all you have to do is just take this, put this through here. So then you put this thing on here, and all you have to do is put it right between its flat edges here, one of the two, and you just crush it. And now it's on. Now you have a plug. And all you have to do now is just plug this into here, and we're good to go with that. All right, guys, it's like a week after whatever I left off at. I finished up all the wiring on it, so I'm just gonna go through all the wiring, what I did. We'll start with the front. So what I did here was I have the ground going from here to here onto that. I have the white wire here, which goes to the lights, runs around here, goes down to there, and shoots that way, which I have another wire soldered to that wire to extend all the way to the back of the truck. I have this black wire, which is the positive wire, soldered to this black wire that goes for that light up there. So I have solder jointed into here. I have the green wire, which is for the switch, the switch goes through here, around to there. Basically follows the original light wire I have for that. In here, nope. Oh, okay. I have the two wires, the two red wires there. So basically, what I did, I put the wire underneath the fuse leg, and I push the wire in with the fuse so that it's connected to the fuse, which gets electricity from it. Which that will flow from over here to the switch, which then goes to the green wire when this is flipped on. And then it flips back out to there, goes to the relay, and turns that on. So, really not that complicated of a thing. It's just basically getting used to all the connections here. As long as you know if wherever your relay says here, it would be like 85, 86 for mine here. So that'll turn the coil on, which will then turn on this, will then connect 30 to 87, which is the, let's see, which one was it? I believe it was maybe the black wire here? Yeah, the black wire here will connect to the white wire, which then will flow all the way to the back. Let me put this way. Which then flow all the way over to here to these lights. Now, the way I'm gonna, actually probably what I'm doing, put a drawing up right now. Basically, what's happening with these lights here is I have one wire, the white wire coming all the way over here to supply the power. I have that jointed off to the two red wires on the LED lights. But also I have another wire coming off the reverse light going to that white wire, but I have a diode on it so that it can't backtrack into the LED light, into the reverse light, because if I didn't put the LED there, it would turn the reverse lights on when I turn the LED lights on with a switch. So I had to put a diode there, which protects the electricity from backtracking that way to the reverse light to turn the reverse light on. So, but it flows in there, goes to there, which then it gets, after it goes through the LED lights, and now it gets put back into here. I have it bolted into, I don't know where it's somewhere behind here. I have it just bolted on the body somewhere. Just as long as it's touching metal, on painted metal, you're good to go. It'll ground. Now, in my instance, my I don't know why it wouldn't ground right. It grounded. If I touched something, if I touched metal, it would work. If I put it underneath a bolt, so whenever I put the wire underneath a bolt and push it down to ground it, it's when it would blow a fuse. If I didn't do that, if I just touched the metal, it wouldn't blow a fuse. As soon as I put it underneath it and crushed the wire down onto the metal, it would blow a fuse. It made no sense. So I sat here for a little bit playing with it back and forth, you know. But then what I did, I took a wire connected directly to the positive part of the battery, put it all over here, directly connected to the LED lights, and weirdly enough, I heard a little pop. I don't know, it was like not a pop, I don't know what it was. Whatever it was, I touched the wire to it. The wire got really hot for a quick second, which sounds like it would be there was a shortage somewhere because they're connected to the ground. But I don't know. Whatever happened, it popped. The wire got really hot, but cooled off real quick, and after that, the whole thing worked. So that's all that counts, right? All right, guys. So that'll be it for this video. If you guys need any more, I'll do a more in-depth, detailed video. This is just kind of like a video, just something I was going to be doing. So other than that, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please leave a like on the video. Please comment down below, and please subscribe to the channel. And I'll see you guys in the next one.